Looking west over the water system toward the cliffs. 5. Looking down from the tower westward is a worker's installation that may have been the bottom of a kiln, or some weather structure that was heated from beneath. To its left, a flat area marks the entry point for a stepped cistern, L117, which is farther left. The steps can just be made out as they descend leftwards. The main water channel is before the walkway. Behind the walkway are ruins of the western building. Farther behind is the aqueduct that brought rainwater down to the settlement. The so-called script room, L36. Looking from the tower southward, one sees a long narrow room built against the inner wall of the western wing of the main settlement. Here, de Vos discovered twin quells and plastered elements he interpreted as benches or tables for writing. The largest surface, upon being reconstructed, measured 5 meters in length, 40 centimeters in breadth and only 50 centimeters in height. 128. These benches, or tables, had fallen through the floor above when the ceiling collapsed. De Vos referred to this room above as the script room and concluded the Dead Sea Scrolls could have been written here, but not all scholars agree with this interpretation. Nearly all scholars, however, conclude that some form of writing took place here on the upper floor of Locus 30. Several ostraca, including a practice alphabet, have been found in and around the site. 129. A stepped cistern, L56/58, 7. Looking east toward the Dead Sea, this stepped pool is located immediately south of the main building but within the main southern wall. It was originally one long pool before an internal wall separated it into two, making fewest and half, L56. Like most other stepped pools on the site. The eastern side, L58, was excavated and a much deeper stretch cistern was created. The original pool took fullest advantage of the sloping location, requiring only minimal excavating for the capacity. This pool came into existence some time after the Qumran water system was raised. This raising let water be carried farther, and opened up the possibility for a much bigger storage capacity on the site. The southern end of the main building can be seen to the lift. Between it and the wall of the pool, is a channel that carried water to farther stepped pools, L48/49 and L71. Long room to the south of the main building, L77, 8. Looking southeast, one sees a long narrow room built against the main southern wall of the settlement on the left. This location is south of #7. The far end once featured pillars, which gave de Vos the idea there was a second story, though no traces were found of such a story. De Vos considered this room a refectory, because an adjacent room, commonly referred to as a pantry, contained over 1,000 pieces of pottery. This pottery was thought by de Vos to have been used for communal meals, though some have challenged this interpretation. In fact, the size and layout strongly suggest this was some kind of drying floor for the production of clay from the adjoining evaporation systems. That it lines up with the summer solstice supports this theory. The room with the 1,000 keramic items, L86/89, 9. To the right, south, of #8. This location is commonly known as the pantry. At the southern end of this room, 708 bowls, 204 plates, 75 goblets, 37 terrines, 21 jars, 11 jugs and other ceramic items were found by de Vos, mostly neatly stacked. De Vos believed that this crockery was used for meals in L.77, which he referred to as the refectory. The southern end of the room had been walled off. The effects of an earthquake may be indicated by the fact that this wall later collapsed over the pottery, crushing it, and that the southern walls had to be strengthened externally. During the last period at Qumran, a water channel was rerouted to pass immediately south of the northern wall. Then, following the outer wall of L.77, it eventually supplied the large system, L.71. Another interesting find from the location was a bowl inscribed with the name El-Azhar. Note the remains of 2 pilasters. The purpose is unknown, but they do not seem to have been load-bearing. The broken cistern. L48/49, 10. One of the most interesting discoveries at Qumran was unearthing on the eastern side of the main building office stepped cistern featuring a crack down the steps marking where the land dropped, apparently due to an earthquake. A channel farther to the south fed the largest of Qumran cisterns, which was broken at the same time by the same means. As that cistern was used in a late phase of site, we can surmise that the cistern we see was also damaged then. Also of interest are the dividers that run down the steps. Some scholars have suggested that these served as partitions separating those entering the pool from those exiting, similar to mikvahot, Jewish ritual baths, found near Jerusalem, 130, but not all scholars accept Pi's interpretation. Katharina Gaylor, who carried out the most complete analysis thus far of the Qumran water system, commented, From a practical point of view, the interpretation of using the low divisions as a symbolic spacey divider does not make any sense. 131. The partitions may have served to aid in channeling water into the pool. The Locus 71 pool. 11. Looking south, one sees a long narrow pool dug into the southeast corner of the settlement. This is the last and largest pool in the water system at Qumran. This enormous structure could hold 300 cubic meters of water, more than all other stepped pools combined. 132. During period 3, i.e., after the Jewish War, a water channel was partially routed to remedy prior destruction and continue to fill this pool. Scholars debate whether it was a mikveh, Jewish ritual bath, a cistern, or a clay collection vat. Criticism. Some writers have claimed that Israel has invested heavily in the area to establish the Qumran caves as a site of uniquely Israeli Jewish heritage. 133. See also Ancient Qumran, a virtual reality tour. References: Qumran National Park, Israel Nature and Parks Authority. Archived from the original on the 31st of May, 2000.
Good.
Qumran.
Yes, I had to look for links later. I start to get tired. We have news in 3 minutes. We have the late Danish evening news. So I will stop the video. Need to go bathroom. I need water. I have no cola. I'm sleepy. But I got hot food today. I got a shower. My old mom was visited actually 2 times. I got a bit more food. But no cola. Yes. I think I stop for today. Stop reading today. Go to bed. So I will continue reading tomorrow.